OKFM 101.7.
Yes, you come to China. Mustafa Gbandi, a Deputy General Secretary. At the Materialize, the largest opposition party, NDC. Mustafa Martin.
Major so, yeah.
And no pay boko dear.
Who can boko? Nanso. The Benedict.
Then I'm boko in we pay.
I said, Kuma had your Akufado, or my opinion. Masumo knew that. Okadapane Yano.
And now, but don't you be an area on Kraman, no more. Be you did this,
Baby.
One so far for boil and panoply.
We and Kramai. We and Crofua. Omodibia me. And all my own said. Ghana for a comedian. Omo my end and real. She Omaka Omo be. Then so that here to prove.
I'm not in re. A young walker ben you merona. Commodia beer. A young pammy and nubin commo. I be crab a free moon, a pia bontain. As I'm common, you do command between Rena Bissano pay. NDS as a party, NDC as a party matter.
That's a bar.
When you're that JTM.
The T analyze it, transcribe word to word.
Sir, and then the ana voice, and the uncommon dear. And I'm busy be a baby sena. Specifically, dear, why here we are jumping to conclusion. And I say, Muni Mupa.
You, Medawasi, I'm sir, Sabu. Ebi mo, Amanu Qua, Yadanimno, and Shadan politicians kake. Eba Bible Samoa. Sabu Yabemu Kaka. Na BBC about Bontia. Normally, you want to do your first-hand assessment and analysis. So, we are recording Omaliki. Now, what is the content of the recording? What is the nature of the conversation in the recording? So, share. First and foremost, it's a plot to commit a crime against the people of Ghana and a coup against the institution of police. A plot against the people of Ghana and to commit a crime against the institution of police.
To go further, no, a crime against the institution called police, no. Any day when here.
And also, when you're a sellout, unprofessional, unethical, politically motivated commissioner, or betray the solemn cause of the police to the extent he sought to impugn the efforts of the police service to combat crime. He sought to create a conflict to impugn the police service against chiefs, Okaya, Utia, or say in one sentence, now 10 Tokrabuefu, the IGP channel. Now, we all know, sir, IGP, we are people. One of the things what tries to obey road traffic offenses we all mostly become victims of it. Because if you baby, what's for siren? You know, it's against the law. Friend one, on after all, penny be a cast away there. Seeing now, you can't say. You can combat some of these offenses. Most times, we all comply. And he said, Unya, a police chief, na ono kotra civilian ho, politician ho, na odi san komo ibisa. Sefem kakra. And number two, the length of the record calls are Ebem Sadiq Boniface, Efre, Bugina Buma, on anything come. So it is recording upon recording upon recording. You will not say we a kind of tape or be a court doctor or the above thing. But what is most critical to us is or be a party for MPP for. Now they want to help the party break the eight. Now the content of this discussion is he, the police commissioner, feels that there have to be other means other than lawful prosecution of election in this country to help MPP win 2024 election. Maminka said mention before I'll come to this. DCOP Asare. Ebrana Miye, Deputy Volta Regional Secretary. Not DCOP, SWAT Commander of Volta Region. We knew Sena or your MPP ni. Because that me Antine Regional Minister. We worked with him professionally because one of the wishes of President Mills Omampeni John Dramani Mahama Fuaso as a mentee to the humility of President Mills. He will rule a Ghana that has a rule of law, a Ghana that embodies due process and justice. And so we believe that we a police by where you came from or your orientation, you even have MPP ideology. Once you are being professional, the system will work with you. Now, no asare no ne is plotting ways and means against the MPP. Meaning, we've taken strong exceptions to this. We've taken note of it. We have already dispatched a message to all our party people across the country. Said, in view of what the police commissioner have said, I'm profiling all police commanders. Any police commander whose work is political, they should let us know. We will deal with that police commander as a politician and not as a police commander. Yedi Kaya Kase, if MPP goes an extra mile, we will go an extra mile. Look, we know everything, including the military. The high-ranking officers who goes into MPP meetings wearing mufti. We know everything. But the NDC is committed to ensuring that there will be a transparent, violence-free election 2024. We will not win the election for John Dramani Mahama to be a president out of violence. We have said, sir, the focus of our party Nise yadi eduane ebetu table so amagana ne bia nya biadi. We are MPP, we are NDC. You are a Ghanaian. Once you are a Ghanaian, government has a responsibility to ensure that you live in your country peacefully, protected and happy. That is the focus of the party, the General Asiedun Ketia party, and then John Dramani Mahama's leadership. That is the focus. But beyond that, we are more prepared than they are. So they should not make any wrong move. Yatrawa if you're high, ama omako tututio ewo ayawa so West Wagon. Till today, the police administration has failed to bring these people to book. The Attorney General has failed to prosecute the individuals involved. Techiman Saf, Yakotutum Krofotio. Till today, the police administration have not prosecuted the people involved. Now, a senior police commander who is eyeing the post of IGP, that is how high this matter is a sitting politician who is seeking to use foul means to commit violence in order to help MPP break the 8. Now, Justin Kodia, our Namho, said a very young man, a very gentleman, a colleague politician, whose thought is that you must have an IGP who must help you perpetrate crimes against the people of Ghana. We have taken note of that. And we in the NDC will do everything possible to ensure that your party will not break any law. But when they break a law, now we intimidate here. We will defend ourselves, because the defense of oneself in the constitution and in the books of Ghana are not reserved for security officers only.
Gbandi, unza ayi ena over here me no nkomo ide ma cheda eja na ye free flow because asem na aba no e sensitive kakra. But just go there na wo di ba mu no na make us the our kind no has it been authenticated to be truly what he said.
The papa no eka said he has briefed Justin Kodia said the current IGP. We are also aware.
Then Obiasema welcome.
We are also aware of Justin Kodia's position. Say, if the president doesn't remove the current IGP, they will lose 2024. It is so warped that a political party now feels that the way to win election is not to fulfill a mandate for the people of Ghana. It's not to get the vote of the people of Ghana. It's not to work hard so that Ghanaians will appreciate their work. It's not for them to fulfill their promises Ghana for, but rather to use foul means to win an election. Let me tell you, unconfirmed reports. Now, Baumia win the election, we will ask him, sir, did he visit Bondasi camp one of these times? What was he doing there? And Kwalana Womugu Bondasi camp for training womanene as what are they training them for? But all we are saying is the NDC will be very law abiding. The NDC will not break a law, but they should not make a mistake to make a wrong move.
Mustafa,
yeah.
So we heard the content of the leaked audio now. Obibeka said, because say content ne woman seems to one way or the other come give NDC no competitive advantage over NPP. Owing to the fact say, oh here quoting as enough. Their police for year at NDC's advantage. And Untina, my jump to IGP rescue.
Baby, me IGP watch me da. Me di bonia my watch me da.
Hey, yes. Mustafa.
Yes.
I don't go ahead.
My car have a traffic, have a police watch me da. My friend also David Mustafa wouldn't say we. Bonnet and the court, law and say court. We have to go to court. Unfortunately, the NDC doesn't think that we need this IGP to win election. We don't. In fact, we don't need any police officer to win election. Now Mufi said, police for now Ghana Hano.
No argument a beautiful areas in say. As a man of forbidden to win an election, no. It is not only about Yakwa Twaba, but security also has a role to play. As a security and new as a government in power and also as a party in contest.
Oh, sir, we have stated there will not be anything short of a transparent election in this country. Let me tell you, we've tolerated these things in 2020 about Bechem. It will not repeat itself. The NDC will win election transparently. We have widened our strategy to include the security outfit itself. Sir, once we are picking some of these signals, the body language of security institutions will count in our strategy. Sir, the security institutions must be made to do the right thing. The right thing is that Young call election be national security. And fact, at the end, shall conform but two in some women, some woman call. They will be labeled as criminals and they will be handled as such. It will not happen. We will not have a situation where a police officer will give an undue advantage to a colleague politician or another party to intimidate the other. Look, don't play with people's power. I come the Ghana fool. It is so sad that to the extent that in that video, the vice president who is seeking to be a president is alleged not to like the IGP. And that vice president, you see, with the money in the election, we hear the Baba one thing.
Mustafa, no, we can't say we party. Who's Rabodin?
Me. Oh, that means I'm Miss Ruby. Me say, information must be released timely. Yeah, NPP for say, politics have moved beyond muzzle. They are late in civilization. Say, MPP is planning to cause mayhem. They are late in political civilization. Say, Ghana has you MPP ni NDC ni wama ware tifie. They own businesses together. Boom. What our brothers could be thinking of is how to kill for power. They are late, and that is an uncivilized way of doing politics. We are going to win 2024 with modern political methods. The people's power is what will bring them John Dramani Mahama to government. Ghana for and a big Nana John Dramani Mahama Ebeba Abanso. And our case is very simple. Nanado and the MPP have been deviated from governance. They have now become hardened hooligans who are planning to destabilize the peace of this country for the purposes of being in power. Then we are saying that if we have evidence, say, that about Ama NDC as a party and John Dramani Mahama have won election. Now, as a party, Nanado and his government will leave power. It doesn't matter how many invisible forces they recruit. It doesn't matter how many police and military officers will want to sacrifice their profession to follow them. And let me say that the military officers are Omfi said they will use them. The police officers are Omfi said they will use them. They have families. Now say I find on Jubilee House on Yejuma. So the advantages he has is not compared to a constable police officer in my village. It's not compared to a constable police officer or Yejuma or Kontomra. We are all exposed to the challenges that this government has posed on Ghanaians.
Mustafa, going forward, let's heard the dynamics between political parties and security agencies in Ghana. Can the NDC be exonerated from, say, Oma Penso, IGP Beba, Obeye, NDC Juma?
Yeah, IGP, Ukaya, Kuda lawyer near the buy.
Fantastic. Before I bet to ask me, besides that question, because of
but let me tell you, Kudalo was the first person to visit Nanado when he won election. Okaya. Did we call him a sellout? No, because Kudalo didn't get IGP because it's NDC. Kudalo became IGP because it was his time to become an IGP.
Ebia no only the anyone betray NDC said audio we are about seems to portray say Dampare betray NPP. No.
Yeah, names the Dampare NPP or NDC. All we know is that he is an IGP, and the NDC is throwing a challenge to Nanado. If you like, let him change the IGP and bring Captain Koda as IGP. NDC will win the election. There will not be violence in this country because we have West mentality. They have. We are not afraid of them. We want Ghana to be peaceful. Some of our leaders are very peaceful, but not all of us. If they touch one, we will touch another. That is where we have gotten to. So two superpowers don't fight. We will all sit down and do the right thing. There will be a peaceful election in this country. Trust me on this. And no police officer will be allowed to influence election for a political party. It will not happen. We have asked all the party branches throughout the country to assess the security situation in every constituency and give us a report. Because some of the police commanders are wearing political marks, and their intention is not to be professional. Their intention is to perpetrate evil against Ghana. And so when we identify such a police commander, wherever you find yourself, you cannot go to somebody's district and go and be doing politics. Go back to your hometown and go and contest. To the extent that one say will be a opposite with the IGP. Say I'm from Manoa. Chairman Sabu say my deputy speaker. So no and contested the panel contested parliamentary. It means the person is a card-bearing member of the MPP. We are aware that Nanado has appointed Electoral Commissioner Ukura MPP card. We are not worried about all of this. NDC will work hard with Ghanaians. NDC will campaign on issues. The NDC will tell Ghanaians what we will do when we come to power 2025. But the NDC will not tolerate any form of intimidation. Nanado Baye will try demonstrations. Okay, demonstration. Police force a woman penny into your demonstration. You better call district near Koye Juma. You think Ghana for being come. John Dramani Mahama is a very peaceful man. Or no by a president. Nobody in the NDC will reduce governance to this kind of insanity. It's insane that a political party and a government in power is not thinking about the best ways to win an election. All they are thinking about is to cause violence, is to kill, to share blood. We are telling them that they should bring them their own selves to come and face us. They shouldn't go and send our brothers who are only engaged in these things because they want to eat. And you know, there will be a peaceful election in this country. We have taken note of the audio. We are trying to hear how the police administration will handle it. We are trying to hear how the president is going to handle these issues going forward. But the NDC is far gone. We have already analyzed the video and taken our decisions and moved on. We are moving forward to put our methods, our systems in place. We are preparing not to fail again. We are preparing to ensure that you collate your results. We are preparing to ensure that we campaign properly. You are a parliamentary candidate. You are a flag bearer. We will launch our manifesto and we will campaign. But as for these jokes that they are cracking within themselves, who did the mayor and who did come away? This is a conversation against the nation Ghana. As I said, some trouble should be interested that elements within government are planning a coup against the people of Ghana. Police commanders are planning to use ways and means to break the eight. I pray some of them are alive to break the eight.
But Mustafa, Ora and Dr. George Kufu Dampare, or Asandi Trono as the IGP. Medidi say political commentators be babonte ebekekaya about his affiliation with the largest opposition in Ghana, NDC. Emma Womutresi yakra NDC nene 1212 be anamoye. Did it come as a surprise to you?
okayfm.
Say you know as IGP. And their echoes way. Mustafa say NDC nanka makwa you be as IGP. Ebia mo je say obese mu interest. Na on serve a won't you feel betrayed?
Minia, the police administration is not an arbitrary organization. The police administration is a body that the emra ejuma. The scope of the powers that the Constitution vests in the police service are known. They are not in secret. And the time now, Nanado appointee Akufo-Dampare no. Did he consult John Dramani Mahama?
That one I don't know.
Did he consult General Sedun Ketia? Or Fifi Kote Ekotra and the Fina or Mano appointee Akufo-Dampare? Akufo-Dampare no. Can the Japan Becca say Juan Kayo said Sexy Dondon said Akufo-Dampare knows something about JB Dankwa Adu's murder. Haven't you heard NDC calling on Dampare to exonerate himself by investigating that matter? Won't say that. Number 2, a day na IGP no aya HSA wono ena obebua NDC. We don't need, like I said, we don't need IGP to win election. The issue is that ma police need to find no politics. Conversation now na NDC need to. So when you are a politician and you go to somebody to plot evil, be careful. Because enye obia ena odwin bone ema kromu hasen. Meaning people have children. About time ebre. Taxes are going high. Corruption is on the rise. Ghanaians are complaining. That is a concern to all major political parties. The 2 major political parties in Ghana divide Ghana equally. If 30 million people are complaining, some of them are NDC. So our problem, our challenge is that how do we get the Ghanaian out of the burdens that they are going through? People, businesses are collapsing. People cannot buy food. People cannot pay school fees. A driver for security for you 500 cedis. Who the better than? And aye. Okuania who won kwala for our school. School feeding, buffer stock, are buying, he's not paying them. How do we feed our children? Government have left all of these issues to be plotting how to cause violence. Ghanaians have heard. I'm calling on the civil society to take note of this video. The pastors that Baumia is working on to help him win elections, you have heard what they are planning. That pastor, you have members in your church.
Pastor Ben, no.
Me say, pastors Baumia every city woman say he wants to paint himself as a man of peace. Baumia is not a peaceful man.
Oh, how?
He is not. Meaning, I may say, when they finish their primaries, we'll bring things out.
Mustafa, but you agree with me, say, Sebi. Baumia yente sebi akokokura wa kubida.
Also, I yente so why dey?
Akokompo wa kubida.
Menia. Ghanaians will not hold Nana Akufo-Addo more responsible than they will hold Baumia. Say Nana Addo there and Kaya Nana Akokora. And Nana Addo have been in the political terrain for over 37 years. He is one of the few people who have survived the Ghanaian political storm to become a president, except that he has decided to reduce the honor Ghanaians gave him to vindictiveness, wickedness, and corruption. But he himself, Nana Addo have got a young man who claimed that he knows to come and help. Saudi Akokrani Abrantie Eko Efumwa. Abrantie se oye juma esin Akokrano. Baumia cannot exonerate himself from the mess in this country. Baumia cannot exonerate himself from where we found ourselves as a country because he's the head of economic management team. Baumia is one of the vice presidents that have been given enormous access to power. enormous. He is inept, he is lazy, he has resorted to propagandist economic policies. That is what brought us where we are. Anti-corruption, it means that there are loopholes created by economic policies for people to share. And who is the head of economic management team? Samuko loan, sir. One district, one factory. Now, every year, they are polishing existing old factories and giving money, and out of that, create a window of corruption. Who have brought those policies?
Mustafa, audio here, APA, and this as a party, Abomu.
Yes, baby, you do know. Yes, say, Akwalaboni Pietu, de Patapana Raw. Yang NDC4. We have said it time without number. National Chairman Johnson Asidun Ketia. He has said it several times. That the NDC will continue to uphold our contribution to the development of Ghana's democracy. Destabilize the Ghanaian. The priority of a Ghanaian is to have food on their table. That is the conversation we have in our rank and file. That's the conversation that we are selling to Ghanaians. We have also stated emphatically, sir, affliction will not rise again in this country. Sir, pass MPP. The Proto at the violence at the winning any seat. It won't happen in this country. They should try it. They should make a wrong move. The only way to tame a foolish person is intelligence, is to have information. We don't have models. We have information. And only the information is that Ghana who say the MPP and Nana Akufo-Addo is planning evil. Ghana who say they have now moved from speaking about the economy. They have now moved from talking about the hardship that Ghanaians are going through to planning violence, the desire to share blood, the desire to use ways and means to break the aid in collaboration with senior police officers. The international community is listening, and we have said that Esumbi Beba and yet NDC Folko and the Beka Kotra a year here. Say a year me no NDC for Beka MPP Befoko a year me no. Say hospital me no na Wambekwa Yenina so Yabeko me no. We will not sit and go and sit at the police station and be crying. No. We have passed there. We have conscientized our rank and file. Say nobody should take the law into their hands. Nobody should break a law. But the MPP will not use foul means against us in our own country. They have failed. They must take responsibility and they must exit power peacefully. Because investors are more concerned about how to protect their investment. Ghana Fua, Ejuma, the Breo Krumuhano, they are concerned about how to protect their investment. They will not allow violence to happen in this country. The international community has a lot of installations in this country, and they will not allow the MPP to destabilize the security of this country. So we share the West African sub-region. Ghana is the only escape of terrorism attack. We are a very lucky country. The MPP should not destabilize the security of this country. And the NDC will not allow the MPP to do the same. We are saying that the Electoral Commission will do what is right. We are saying that the police will do what is right at the polling stations because they have to deploy. Yeko, I say not. Time when one go to ebo Pablo car, abuko say samije mfika. Yeko police station no be anti. Did we hold the IGP responsible? Did we blame the IGP? Time one IGP friend meeting a nyina kotra ne nche ho na so ye ho MPP for tra ho a yeso tra ho no kandapa no hobby. What did we say that is to allow the IGP help the NDC? We all define roles. Behind those roles, Apenyo Markins and a Gabi Ochidako and the soldier for our Mukuta AK-47 Eba Hobby. Was it part of the things we agreed?
Mustafa,
May say, Peter Gabi said, didn't I confront him? Look, we are holding data on the military officer. We are going to take it up with the military high command. Gabi came there with the military. Gabi bodyguard, a soldier near Okutatio AK-47. Gabi Oya Ponti, Ewokrumuha. Apejo Markins, does he qualify to be protected by a military officer? Did we hold the IGP responsible? Wamuko tu Pablo Giorgio Parado Cano. Did we hold IGP responsible? Wamude Ousu Bempamo. The boys call ya tututu ewo asin not no. Did we hold the IGP responsible? Oko ayi asin posu Zongo police station. Over 11 military officers are one call some coastal violence. Did we talk about it? So IGP should be allowed to do his work. If he wants to become a political animal, let him do so. But we are saying that not even the president, Nanado, will be allowed to subvert a law in this country to give himself an additional political advantage. Not even the president. Let's to talk of a police commander or a military commander.
Yeah, but that's
and we are saying that police for now, one more person, one more use one more. One more Busianfo, one more Kwada. They are affected by the hardship that this government deliberately put all of us in. The military officers at Ghana Armed Forces, they have family members who are going through hardship. Even when they are paid more, they receive calls from the villages from their family members and there's pressure on them. Asari there, Ontra Jubilee House, now on your politics, MPP Belusu. Kelvin, expose say, or no Asari no Edienin, and a woman did true about Jubilee House for the purposes of elections. That true, one parking in United Coffee. We can assure them because we have the same mentality they have. But we will not make a wrong move. We are saying that Ghana must be peaceful. We are saying that Ghana will have to go through a peaceful election. We are saying that Ghanaians must be protected from their homes, in their schools, at their business places. The NPP has become an organized terrorist organization. And all that they deserve is to be voted out of power. They cannot manage government power. They don't have what it takes. They don't have. A huge disappointment is that the president of this country is a lawyer, under who terrorism is being breeded in government with the help of senior police officers, and that is a shame.
Mustafa Ukwena will be better now. We then can say in this Kramubo, we Yamushimo, and you can cross and come comment and say, any pam you know could do among comma or here or be kind, or more locus in the party Cranwa, and young Crawford, Mokasa was a mubu, or moon yet party in penny for our woman or Musijina, yet the ma party, no, and your muna or me neck, and your muna one, and to a crowd and cat,
oh, yeah, Mungu. They say, you can't analyze the video, no, audio, no. I found some womb. Now, you caught the past, you catch your constituencies in United, one more any profiling on all police commanders in the district. Now, one more Maya Sunte, say, we are police commander, now we are politics, our constituency, and as a district here. That police commander is not a police commander, but a politician. So we'll handle that as such. Because who say, and crop 4% woman be IGP, woman ye MPP 4, now woman boy MPP breaking the 8. We will ensure that we use civil power to block that terrorist attempt by a police commissioner. And a medical can say the party is waiting to see what the president will do. We are waiting to see what the IGP himself will do. If there's no action, we will take advice from that. And that will enforce and inform our decision and way of dealing with security agencies going into the 2024 election. But let me note that it will not repeat itself, that we will have an organized criminal entity who will interfere in the election of this country. They will be handled as criminals. And if MPP like, let them down. But if they touch any NDC member at any polling station, we will do same. Equal measure, equal medium, no retreat and no surrender. At 2024, NDC will come to power. John Dramani Mahama will be made a president if there is evidence that Ghana 4 believe in him and has voted for him.
You better say no. You better say, Mampini na nado danko ekufuado. Asisa IGP before Fraba ebe mo.
So why are they?
You better say, you better say, Mampini na nado danko ekufuado. Asisa IGP edo before Fraba ebe mo.
Ah, na say. NC be that say abayin bi be power. Announce a political party be power. Now opposition and appoint IGP ma wo. The president can appoint Brian Champon to become the IGP. Brian Champon ne ba omi anema wo mo ye no ewo esuchare ne bonda ze we know about it, but we are not pathetic because they are joking. We don't take them serious at all. So let him appoint Captain Koda to come and be the IGP. NDC will win 2024. We don't care. But the sad reality is that the Nanado-led government has now deviated from governance to employ everything bad, everything evil, everything negative, everything terror, everything wicked to win election 2024. And we are saying that we will not be pastors in our political party. We will not be malams in our political party. We will remain politicians and we will prosecute elections defining the same magnitude of force of opposition against us. And that intimidation will not be entertained by anybody in our own country. It will not happen. And we have told the rank and file of the party that you have the right to defend yourself when you are being intimidated. You have the right to stand up when you are being oppressed. There cannot be coup in Ghana. Now you're trusting. Now the president and his government is rather organizing a coup against opposition party. What a shame. Have they lost it to this extent? Have they lost it? Have they lost trust so much that the fear of government machinery and the MPP said they must use violent means to win an election? Let them appoint Captain Koda, national chairman of the MPP. Mayor IGP will win 2024 if there is evidence that Ghana 4 ewo Areshemubi ewo Omampenyin John Dramani Mahama Ghana 4 believe that Openyin John Dramani Mahama should come and lead this country. Now they will not rig the election. They will not. And I'm saying, Baomia is not out of this whole ploy. In the video, you have heard it, that their plan is to make Baomia president. Baomia will be a beneficiary of violence. And we are telling him that the vice president has family members. The vice president has children. And so it is in our interest as politicians to want to live a peaceful society. And that the NDC across the country will not tolerate indiscipline and intimidation from anybody, not even the military. And we are aware of the military high command officers who are engaged in politics too. One commander is not stronger than the army officers whose family members are experiencing hardship. Meaning, who cannot happen in this country, because the way NDC executive now today, we are now a MPP. So if you are plotting to kill MPP, they will say it. And baby, training. Who told them that all of them are MPP? Who told them?
Who's the
They will not do that. Politics have moved beyond violence. The NDC have defined modern ways of doing politics. MPP should wake up. They are sleeping. They are using outmoded and obsolete methods of governance and politics. Ghanaians do not need this kind of primitive style of politics. You will share blood to maintain power. One Yashiyama was here, Osanso Bonocrono. Muba Yama Ghana for all hopes. One district, one factory, one village, one dam, one constituency, $1 million. As we speak, we take a Pokua video here. MPP government echo abrochiri climate change summit adding for 300 at the core. This is a government that is looking for IMF loan. Utini and Nura Canada Japan ekaye said because of position, some of them are using government common fund money to share to people. Monitor the conversation coming out of their own campaigns, and you see that the MPP and the current government setup is an organized terrorist entity.
Oh, that be Mustafa Gbandi noise on the page.
They don't have any good thing for the people of this country.
With the Quadaro Motres and Yankee.
That devil is wearing an MPP shirt. Including police officers.
Mustafa, no need the allegation be a substantiate. I know
look, I'm an analyst. I've told you that there is no way this audio will be tagged as doctored, because in the audio itself, Bugri Nabu made calls. Sadiq Boniface, I detected that it was Sadiq Boniface that said Bugri Nabu. And a Bugri Nabu Kakshan said, Onya Alantremantino Mediba Omietri. So can somebody a doctored tape and further make a call? Police Commissioner Fred Asari Nina Okono. The conversation is there, so somebody can dox all of those things. It's a shame. It's an evil plan exposed to Ghanaians. And that is how God wants to shame Nanado. That is how God wants to expose the MPP. God is telling them that you cannot take the people's power for granted.
Mustafa Mamina no pay. Deputy General Secretary Dima, the largest opposition party in Ghana, NDC.
OKFM 101.7.